Marquette's lower harbor is full of boats and ships all summer long. This morning we're getting a closer look at one particular vessel. Ansley Watson is there this morning telling us about it. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. Yes, if you've ever walked down in Lower Harbor, you've most likely seen this ship right here. This is the Coaster 2, and this is Marquette's only flagship. So this ship was actually built in 1930s. There's a ton of history behind it. So of course, we'll learn more about that later this morning. And of course, we have to take it out on the water, so you don't want to miss out on that as well. Stay with us. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, have fun. We'll catch up with you in a little bit, Ansley. Of course, this morning, it's not a very windy. Welcome back. It's always fun when you can get out boating on the big lake, but when you're out on a sail ship, well, that's a little bit different. Ansley Watson is at the Lower Harbor Marquette talking about the Coaster 2. Good morning, Ansley.
Vicki, good morning. Do I have the dream job or what? I don't know, like Superior, sailing at 6 in the morning. Like, what could be better? Jill Economides is joining me this morning, and you're one of the owners for Coaster 2. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for being out here.
Well, absolutely. Thank you for having me. This is incredible. Thanos is also here. He's the captain of the ship. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Absolutely.
So first of all, the Coaster 2 has a lot of history behind it. Thanos, if you want to take us off of what is Coaster 2? When was it built?
So yeah, she was built in 1933 by Murray Peterson in the Gowdy and Stevens Shipyard in Booth Bay, Maine. And yeah, she was designed as like an 1880s work type sailing schooner, one that would haul like frying pans and chickens and do all this little deliveries around the coasts, everywhere. And but since she was designed as a yacht, there was a lot of things that were changed about the design. She was slimmed down, made a little sharper, a little faster, a little bit more comfortable below decks. Mm-hmm. She was built with mahogany and teak and bronze instead of the workboat style, which was the pine and oak and galvanized steel. So she definitely has a class to her. And she was about the 30s, so she has the whole kind of Great Gatsby kind of feel.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, if we look around here, it's absolutely gorgeous. The different look to her is just incredible. Jill, this is a family business. Why did you guys decide to start doing this?
Well, sometimes I say it was my husband's midlife crisis. But quite honestly, he's always been into wood as a woodworker by trade, and he's loved the water, loved to sail, loved boats, worked on building boats, and he wanted to share that with his children. Mm-hmm. So this was the dream, to get this vessel, bring her to the Great Lakes, and teach the boys how to sail, how to maintain this kind of a craft, which is a labor of love. Which
it really is. Now, Thanos, whenever you're sailing, what are the techniques behind it?
Awareness and respect. That's two big rules of sailing on the Great Lakes. Give Lake Superior respect, mm-hmm. and know what you're getting into before you leave. And yeah, basically just through trial and error, but you make mistakes along the way, and like with anything, there's definitely a feel to it.
Have you ever been in a sticky situation out here sailing on Lake Superior?
We were actually making a passage from Duluth to Houghton for 1 year, and Jill remembers. Oh yeah. Yeah, and we were caught out in a storm, and we were trying to make our way to Ontonagon because that was the closest harbor of refuge. We had to just escape from Lake Superior, and we actually got to the breakwalls. The breakwalls for the Ontonagon Harbor stick straight out into the lake, and when we approached, we were like, "Thank goodness, it's there." Mm-hmm. And we witnessed a wave hitting the first breakwall and just continuing on its way right over the channel and continuing on over the second breakwall. And we decided not to go in there, So we continued on our way to the Houghton, and that was the we had 14-foot waves and behind us, so we were surfing a little bit, which you don't want to do in an 84-year-old 60-foot long schooner. So that was memorable.
What do you guys love so much about sailing? I mean, it's really relaxing. I'm enjoying this thoroughly.
Exactly. Yeah. The peace of mind, the quiet, the tranquil Lake Superior. Mm-hmm. It just really doesn't get much better than this. It's just the wind and the waves, and
mm-hmm.
It's definitely. You don't realize what you're missing over the winter. You know, like over the winter, something's not there, and spring, you first get on it. It's like seeing a lost long relative or a family member. Just like that's the hole that needs to be filled.
Absolutely. You have a whole different view of things out here on the lake too. So stay with us. We'll have more details later in the hour. We'll have a big announcement as well. So stay with us. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right. Thank you very much, Ansley. Have fun out there. Be safe. And I was looking at this. A beautiful sunrise.
The Coaster 2 is a historic schooner which sails around scenic portions of Lake Superior. Ansley joins us from the ship for more details. Good morning, Ansley.
Andrew, good morning. So I kind of want to give you a point of reference of where we are out on the lake right now. So right now, if John wants to turn around, I'm looking straight at the oar dock, and then I can see the lighthouse right off to my right there. It's a totally different view, a totally different dynamic when you're out here on Lake Superior. We're out on Coaster 2. Joining me this morning is Jill Economides. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? This is beautiful. Do you get out on the moorings on the ship ever?
Not enough, but this is just kind of rejuvenated me and wanting to get out here more, because we just got a great breeze, and the vessel is traveling at a beautiful speed, and the sunrise this morning, it's just the best way to wake up.
Well, Thanos is the captain of the ship, and he is doing a great job over here. Give us a little summary of how you even do this. How do you sail?
Oh boy.
Did you have any experience prior to whenever your family got this ship?
A little bit. I just grew up on little canoes and kayaks, and I actually took a little sailboat out in the lake, and I got stuck. I didn't know how to sail, so that was embarrassing. We were saved by little Cyrus and I, my brother, we were both out together. We were saved by 7-year-olds who knew how to sail, so that was funny. Yeah, it was. 14, we bought the boat. When I was 14, we bought the boat, and from then on, I've been sailing. And it's you definitely you harmonize with the world.
Well, let's get up, walk around, show off the boat a little bit more. And you take people out too. Like this is your thing. You can take people out on the ship. How does that work? How does that go?
Yeah, we schedule folks pretty much any time of the day, but typically we start at 10. We do a 2-hour sail from 10 to noon, 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 6 to 8, and sunset sail, which goes out at 8 to 10 right now because the sun is setting kind of late. Mm-hmm. That's probably one of our most popular times. And now after this morning, I'm thinking, gee, Thanos, should we start a sunrise? No, I know better.
Beautiful. Yeah, he's like, I don't want to wake up this early anymore.
Right.
Wow. Well, Brooke is over here as well. I've got to give a little shout out to you. Come on over here, Brooke. Now, what is your job on the Coaster 2?
So my job is just to manage the sails and make sure that they're properly trimmed and raise them when we go out and then take them down when we come back in.
Have you had any experience before? I mean, you started a month ago?
So I started sailing on Coaster about a month ago. I did sail for 2.5 weeks on a sailing trip along the North Shore of Lake Superior last spring.
Wow. And you love it?
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
Incredible. Thank you for being on here, helping us raise the sails is very helpful. But Jill, also, this is Marquette's flagship. What exactly does that mean?
Right. So as a flagship for Marquette, we, in turn for being able to dock where we dock, we fly the Marquette City flag, which isn't flying right now so well. We put some Marquette information at our kiosk there on shore so they can get information about Marquette. When we travel to tall ship festivals such as Duluth Tall Ships, we really promote Marquette. Mm-hmm. We have a whole booth that we set up, and we show a lot of things, pamphlets and information about Marquette. As a sister city of Japan, the delegates, when they come, they usually get aboard the ship. We also take out several ambassadors anytime there's I'm not getting the word right, but people that are in government and that need to come out and just be a part of Marquette, where we offer them sailboat rides.
Well, your family also has kind of a big announcement. You're kind of moving on from Coaster 2 a little bit. What's going on here?
Yeah, this is a toughie. We have listed the boat for sale. We would love to see it stay local. We're definitely in business this year for sure, obviously. And I think we have commitment on our crew's end to keep it aboard one more year if need be. But she is listed. We're so hoping that someone local will pick up we've got the talent and the resources to help the next person who, if they want to continue this as a business or change it to a personal yacht.
Well, guys, thank you so much for being with us. Really appreciate it. Jill, Brooke, Thanos, thank you so much. It's been an absolutely beautiful morning.
Our pleasure.
Thank you. Reporting live in Marquette, I'm Ansley Watson, and we'll be back with more of your TV6 Morning News after the break.